Hello and welcome to the Larp Guide. In this video, I'll be talking about and giving some advice for preparation for the upcoming Blood and Fire Vampire Larp event. This is the third part of my mini-series covering the game. The next and the last video will be my post-event feedback. So if that sounds interesting and you end up enjoying this video, please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. Okay, let's get into it. This is the part when you bring it all together and get everything ready for putting in the boot of your car and heading off to the event. It is also one of the most stressful parts of LARP for me, especially when it's for a new system or an event location I've never been to before. By now, I have my costume and character all sorted, but there's still loads more to get ready before I close the door and head off to the event. The first thing I do with my wife is break down the event day by day and create a list based off everything we think we're going to need. This may sound a bit over the top, but trust me, it is better to have something and not need it than the other way around. After the list has been made, we then spread out some empty plastic storage boxes and start to fill them up. These also come in very handy post-event for storing your kit ready for the next time you go to the event. In the background, you can see me and my wife sorting out our boxes. The first thing we are going over is the costume, trying out each of the pieces and then placing it into the boxes as we take it off. There is nothing worse than turning up to an event and remembering I've left a key piece of my kit behind. After that, we checked our footwear and placed that in the box along with some spare clothing, pants and socks, etc. That completes our costume box. And in the case of Blood and Fire, we managed to get it all into one storage box when normally we'd have to spread it across two. We have attended the location that Blood and Fire is being held in before, and so are aware of some of the facilities and what to expect. We can remember it being a very large venue with some killer stairs between the front door and our room. So one of the things that we factored in to our preparation is to make sure we're packing light. But it's also important when you're doing your preparation, especially if it's your first time at that location, to do your own research into the venue. Speak with the event organizers or post on the community forum boards for any tips and advice about the venue. Check to see if there are any local shops, if bedding is provided, is there plug points in your room, stuff like this. All of these little things could have a big impact on how you prepare, and each location will have its own unique list of things you will need. So with this in mind, the next box we fill up is our venue unique items and props. For Blood and Fire, I allocated some time to making some law skill props. I was very happy with how these turned out. There was a lot of time invested into creating of the content that's on the scrolls, but the actual prop itself was very easy to make. We also tested out some in-character lights, an ink and quill writing set, and also tested our By Night Studios wax steel stamp that we're looking to make or to use to make some awesome boon documents at the event. We normally have a box dedicated for food, but Blood and Fire is a fully catered event, so we felt it wasn't needed. But we still always pack our army ration packs just in case the portions don't meet our needs or that the food is not to our taste. I can't stress enough just how amazing these army ration packs are. Finally, we will add on the day we are leaving into our final box. Phone chargers, power cables, pillows, towels, comfort items, and all the other little items. You will be amazed how easy packing and preparing for an event becomes when you use plastic boxes and a list. It's amazing how over the years my LARP preparations become more and more of a thing, but I feel my stress levels at the LARP have massively reduced. My advice would be, if you are new to LARP, is to break down your packing into two categories, in character and outer character. Then make a list of both of all the things you think you will need to take, and then while looking over this list, I want you to think about what you're going to be doing during the event and then after the event ends at night. You will be amazed how quickly this list starts to then grow. The little things you would have forgotten, like pillows, toothbrush, character sheet, towels, phone chargers, shower gel, and the list goes on of all these little things, and hopefully you get my point. You are packing for a mini holiday plus the game. So by taking the time to create a list, it's just a matter of going through it and then ticking off the items as you pack them away. It removes all the stress from the event. And you know that when you arrive, you have everything you need to make the most out of your experience. And if you are stuck, just come and knock on my door. I bet you I've got what you need. So that's it. That brings this video to an end. Hopefully you found it useful. Thank you so much for staying around to the end of the video. And if you have, I would love to hear what you thought of the video in the comments below. Love you all and goodbye.